Nigel Farage, in his infinite foolishness, has proposed that the UK should have what he is calling a Britannia Card, which is a scheme to fast-track migration into the UK. Yes, you heard me right. Nigel Farage is promoting fast-track migration into the UK, even though everything he has said to date is all about the fact that people should not be allowed to come into this country. So, why his change of heart? Farage's Britannia Card is in fact based upon a scheme created by Donald Trump, because Farage isn't good at coming up with ideas of his own. The Trump scheme is about fast-tracking migration into the USA, and Farage thought, if Trump can do it, I can. And the basic plot of the scheme is this. If somebody wants to buy a Britannia Card, they have to pay £250,000 up front to buy a visa to come into the UK for a period of at least 10 years. And if they do so, as a consequence, they could keep as much money outside the UK as they liked and pay no tax at all upon the income earned upon that money whilst they're living in the UK. And they'd also escape UK inheritance tax whilst they were here. His claim is that the money he will raise from this scheme will be so much that he'll be able to redistribute hundreds, if not thousands of pounds a year to the poorest people in the UK as a consequence of all the £250,000 that are going to be paid upfront by people coming into the UK, buying a Britannia Card. And all of this is a straightforward lie. He's importing billionaires under this scheme. He might want to stop small boats, but what is very clear is that he's not going to plan to stop megayachts. They are, in fact, precisely what he wants to be coming to the UK, because the wealthy are the only people who matter to people like Nigel Farage, who are politicians who are in the game of politics simply to get rich. He's not helping Britain. What he's promoting is a tax dodge. What he's promoting is a scheme commonplace in tax havens. And what he's promoting is a scheme that is bound to cost the UK money, and therefore there will be no cash at all for redistribution to those on lower incomes, because nobody will pay £250,000 up front for a Britannia Card unless they are going to save significantly more than £250,000 in tax over the following 10 years. Because to do otherwise would make absolutely no economic sense at all. They'll only pay because they're going to save more money each year than they would have otherwise paid. That's the simple, straightforward fact of the matter. So this is in fact a pro-migration policy that Nigel Farage is promoting here, but it's simply for the rich. It helps to pretend, as Farage is doing, that this will somehow support those who he wants to encourage to vote for him. But that's absolute nonsense. It will do nothing for people on ordinary incomes in this country, because they will, in fact, lose out, because the only way in which Farage could make this scheme work is by cutting the benefits and the services on which those people on lower incomes in the UK are most dependent. In the meantime, he will be attracting into this country all of those people who are normally attracted by tax havens. Let's call them cronies, tax dodgers, and the elite, who will only get richer as a result of the favours that he will provide to them. And let's remember, Farage is not anti-elite. He is part of the elite. And this is exactly the same in his case as it is for Trump. Trump might have arrived in Washington saying he was going to drain the swamp, but in fact, he was part of the swamp. Farage claims that he's opposed to city abuse and everything else, but he was a city trader. His activities actually made the cost of living for people in the UK, whilst he was engaged with them, worse. So, who's going to benefit from this scheme that Farage is promoting? Anybody but you. Where will the money really go as a result of this scheme? It's bound to go offshore, because that's the whole basis of the arrangement. The money can't be in the UK, so it's going offshore as a consequence. It must do. And this plan is, let's be blunt, all about billionaire boosterism and not putting Britain first. Nigel Farage has laid out his priorities for us all to see. He's a charlatan. He's claiming that he's acting on behalf of the people of the UK, and he's doing nothing of that sort at all. He's acting on behalf of the world's financial elite who don't want to pay tax and offering them a get-rich-quick scheme in this country that will guarantee a win for them and a loss for me, you, and the country as a whole. This is madness. Let's call Farage out for what he is: a man selling contracts. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please do click the like and subscribe buttons because they do genuinely help us spread the word on YouTube. As importantly, could you have a look at the section below this video where it says more? And there you'll find a link to my blog. And if you follow that for the specific link to the blog entry related to this video, you'll find a transcript of this video and lots of other related material, plus a ChatGPT prompt that you could use to write a letter to your MP on the contents of this video, which will turn you into a campaigner, which will be a great thing to do. Finally, if you do appreciate the work we're doing, can you think about giving us a donation? If you'd like to do so, there's a link below, or you can find one on my blog where there's a Ko-fi button saying, please buy me a coffee. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again soon.